What's up, guys? Welcome to another do-it-yourself video. Today we are going to change the oil on the Nismo. Yay. So, oil of choice. Redline Racing Oil 0W40. As of today, best racing oil on the market. Tested, proven, blah, blah, blah. You do whatever the hell you want to use. This is what I'm going to use. Filter of choice. Nismo filter. Moves more oil, relieves pressure on the engine. Good shit. That's the number. And on top of that, we're also going to change out the drain plug. To this one. Titek aluminum drain plug with a nice little handy magnet on the end. Okay? It's red. Titek only sells red ones. If you want different color, you get it from other companies. I don't remember which ones they make, but I wanted red because it matches my whole Nismo theme. And yeah, why we're changing this? Well, the magnet on the end is actually quite good to have. If, let's say, for whatever reason, your engine gets slightly damaged and starts to, accumulate those metal flakes in the oil, this magnet is going to pick them up, so they're not going to be fucking floating around your shit. So it's just good to have. Plus, it's red. You know what I mean? It's good to have. That's all I gotta say. Do-it-yourself oil change. Well, obviously, you are going to need to pick this bitch up somehow. Either you're going to do it with jacks, or you're going to buy those ramps, get up on that shit, or you're going to do it on the lift like I do. And, yeah. So, first thing you're going to do is, while the shit's on the ground, right, let's pick this here thing up. See that right there? Your oil, where you fill your oil up from. I forgot what the fuck that shit's called. Pathetic, right? Anyway, while the car is on the ground, you are going to unscrew this here thingy. And you are going to put it somewhere where you don't lose it, or wherever. I'm gonna place this here thing right over here, because there's like a little rubber wall here and a little rubber what do you call that? A ledge, like a raised ledge. Yeah. So anyway, basically you won't lose it there. Yeah. Your oil fill. What the fuck, man? It completely escaped me. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that shit's called. Like, it's borderline ridiculous, right? Well, I am on a diet. I got no carbs, so my brain's not working too good. But anyway, the hole where you put your oil in, the oil fill hole, whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, when you're going to be changing your oil and you got that hole open, you got that shit unscrewed, you don't want no chaos going around in your house. You know what I mean? Like dogs and cats fucking running across your shit, and kids, flinging fucking cereal at you and shit. You don't want nothing going into that hole. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? No chaos. So, keep that shit clean. Don't want nothing going in there. That's all I gotta say. And step one of do-it-yourself oil change is done. Now we're gonna pick the car up on the lift, and we're gonna show you what to do next. Right, you're gonna need 6 of these bitches, because you're gonna put in about 5 and something. I'll see how much. It's the first time I'm doing the oil change on this car, so I don't know. But I got 6 of them here things. I got my Nismo oil filter. Oh, oil filters. Don't go with aftermarket oil filters. Like, this is Nismo and it's made in Japan for this car, but don't buy like other filters that other brands make. It's better to go either with OEM filter that you order from the dealer, or with this one. This one is pricey. I think it's $34 each, but you get the performance with it. If you don't want the performance and you don't give a shit about that, you go with the OEM one. Don't go with any other aftermarket oil filters. Personally, my friends and shit have not had good luck with them, and stuff happened. So that's just my advice. I always go either with OEM or, like right now, with a performance oil filter made for this car. So, and that's it. Step 1 finished. Let's put this thing up on the lift, and I'm gonna figure out what to do, because like I said, I'm the first time I'm ever changing the oil. So, and then I'll show you what to do. Alright guys, here we go. How to get this panel off the car before you could get to the drain plug and the filter. Let's get to it. So look, I'm gonna show you right here. You've got 10mm bolts that are on the outside, 10mm bolts that are on the inside, and you got your plastic clips and your rubber seals. So remember these parts, because I'm going to tell you where each one where you take them out from, and then where you put them back in. Alright, so let's start with the driver's side of the car. Yeah, I can't see shit again. Right, great. And this fucking lighting shit's really pissing me off. Alright. So, one clip is here, another clip is here, and another clip is here. You're going to remove these 3 clips. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. See, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to remove those clips. And there's another clip right here, so 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. You're going to remove 4 clips from each side. So, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, man, filming this shit's difficult. Alright, then you got right here is your outside 10mm bolt. You're removing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you've got another 10mm bolt right next to your clip right here on the outside 10mm bolt. You're removing 1 on this side, and you're removing 1 on this side. Okay, right there. Then you are going to very carefully pry off the rubber seals. 1 seal, 2 seal, 3, and 4. Then you're going to have these guys on the inside, 10mm bolts on the inside. So you're gonna go in with your ratchet, take 4 of those 10mm bolts out. Then Once that's all done, you're going to move this shit to the side. Move this shit to the side, and you are gonna take your panel, and you're going to push it out and then slide it towards you, sliding it out of the of its position from this side. So you're pretty much pushing down and sliding it out. Once you get that done, here is your oil filter and your oil drain plug right there. So you're going to remove the plug, drain your oil, remove your filter, have that drain as well. Wait a good couple of minutes until you barely see any oil coming out. Then you're going to either put your stock shit back on, or you're going to take your aluminum one that I've bought, and you're going to tighten that up on here. And I'm going to do the video on that shortly. So anyway, yeah, so that's step 2. Let's get to step 3, and I'm going to explain what to do next with the oil filter and with the aluminum drain plug. All right, bye. All right, guys, next step. So you've removed the drain plug, you're draining the oil, you unscrewed the oil filter. You're most likely going to need a tool like this, an oil filter removal tool. You unscrew the oil filter, and you're draining the oil from both where the oil filter was and from where the drain plug is. So you're letting all that drain. So in the meantime, what do? Well, first you're going to take your your filter of choice, whether it be the Nismo filter or the OEM filter, and you're going to take a bottle of your oil of choice, one of these things right here, a funnel, and I've already installed the filter, but whatever, I'll explain to you. You're going to take your oil of choice, you're going to put your filter down, you're going to put your funnel into it, or wherever, so it just doesn't get messy, and you're going to carefully pour oil inside the filter, and you're going to fill the filter up about 3 times. Fill it up all the way to the end, let this filter soak in the oil, fill it up again, let it soak in the oil, and fill it up again, let it soak in the oil. Why do we do this? Well, I'm going to explain to you in a second. Your oil filter pretty much has air, it's filled with air. So when you start up your car to let the oil circulate, that huge air bubble is going to travel through your motor. So to prevent that, what I do is, and what many professionals do, especially race car drivers, we fill up the oil filters so that not such a big bubble goes through the motor, or any bubble at all. Because what happens is the oil goes inside the filter and it needs to soak up, all the air comes out, or now it's pretty much all soaked up and maybe just a little bit of air comes out, and that's why it's much better for your engine. So you're going to take your filter that you already filled up 3 or 4 times. I think, how many times did I do it? I think I did it like 4 times. So 4 times all the way to the end. It's going to almost be up halfway when you're filling up to the 4th time, and it's going to go all the way up, and then it's going to go back down. But you're gonna pretty much see that the oil is going to be right there. You're going to take your oil filter. You're going to go where the oil filter was. You're going to screw it back on. Take your glove off, and you're going to manually tighten it. Now, I'm a strong guy, so I manually tighten it with one hand. You're going to want to get it to the point where it's already like, you can't get it like to turn anymore. You know what I mean? If you don't have, if you got little girly hands, do it with both hands or do it with the tool. But don't over tighten with the tool. Like you need to get it to the point where it's already like, okay, this is enough. It's not going anymore. That's where you want to get it to. Don't over tighten it. Don't fucking break shit. Be fucking careful. Or if you got manly hands, you'll just tighten it with one hand real good so it doesn't fucking move anymore. You're gonna get a couple of twists in where it's gonna be real difficult to the point where it's already that's it. It's already sliding in your hand. Hold on a second. Okay, so got that done. Now, got the oil drained out. You're gonna take your stock plug, and you're going to screw it back in. You're going to take your what size was the socket is a 14 millimeter. So you're removing it with a 14 millimeter, and you're screwing it back on with a 14 millimeter if it's a stock oil drain plug. So you're going to either torque it to the specs that are on your little book or whatnot, or where the fuck the internet and what. I'm going to do it by hand because I remembered how much pressure I applied when removing the drain plug, and I'm going to do the same towards screwing it back on. Like I said, years of experience. I just do it by hand. I don't torque shit. I already remember how much pressure I need to apply, where that boundary is of over tightening it and breaking it and not tightening it enough. I just know these things. If you want to use torque specs, you use torque specs, or if you're experienced like that, do it yourself, but obviously at your own fucking risk. So now, if you're going to use the man, my nose is itchy. Shit. The fuck. If you're going to use the Titek aluminum drain plug, let me show you. Before installing this, okay, you're going to take that there washer off your stock drain plug. You can get a little razor, and you're just gonna, get it off of there real gently. Take it off. Make sure you take it off and you put it on in the same position you took it off. See, there's like a little groove in there. So make sure you don't flip the shit around. Okay, cool. Now put it on this one. Now tightening this one is gonna be a little tricky. This is aluminum, so we can't really go crazy with it. Like the steel one that we just took out. So you know what? I'm going to install it right now, and I'm going to see how far I should push it. Hold on a second. So the Titek one requires a 17 millimeter socket. So we're going to take our 17 millimeter socket, get off the fucking thing. We're going to get it on a ratchet. We're going to thread this in by hand, and then I'm going to tighten it. No, we got a problem. We got a problem. It only threaded to about, see? It only threaded to about there, and then it stopped. That's interesting. Let me put you guys on pause, and let me see why it did that. Maybe the Nismo is different once again. Alright, so I got it in there. Apparently, once you get it to a certain point, there becomes resistance. Maybe it's the thread is a little thicker and becomes not as easy to thread in, or whatever. So I took the ratchet and I carefully, got it to the end point, and then, tightening it up wasn't bad. So I pretty much, tightened it and just a little more to where, you could feel like that's it. You don't want to go any further if you don't have a torque wrench. So that's how you're going to do that. Other than that, looks pretty cool. Let me show you. See that? Looks pretty cool, right? So anyway, while we're up here, see where the filter goes right here? You're gonna take some brake fluid and you're going to spray it on there, and you're gonna wipe down this whole area. You're going to spray brake fluid on this here thing, and you're gonna wipe down this whole area, because we want to keep our shit clean. Okay? So you're gonna clean it all up, brake fluid, a rag, wipe it all down, make sure it's all nice and clean, and you're done. You're going to then take the panel again, you're going to slide it in, insert the bitch. Sorry, wrong way. Like this. Okay? You're going to put it in there, slide it in, and you're going to reassemble everything that you unscrewed. You're going to reassemble it. You're going to put the inner bolts in first. Don't forget to put in your rubber seals. Then you're going to put your clips in. Then you're going to put your outer 10mm bolts back in, 2 and 4, and you're done. You're going to put your car down, or if you got it on a little jack shit or whatever, you're going to put it down where it's easy for you to access that oil fill hole, and we're going to get to that in a minute. So let me, how much battery life I got? Can I pause? Ooh. Can I pause this? Or should I make another video? Yeah, I'll probably make another video. Anyway, catch you later to the next step. Did I forget anything? Just trying to think. I'm trying to think right now. Explained how to do the oil filter. Told you to wipe it all down. Told you what to do with the Titek thingy with the washer and shit, and how to put it back on. And yeah, I think that's it, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, great. Let's move on to the next step. Alrighty, we're back. Anyway, got everything reinstalled. Put the put the under panel, slid it back in. Saw a little bit of a problem getting it in, but pretty much gotta like push it in and then kind of like tilted down on the inside of where it slides into, so they could clear those little things where the bolts go in. So anyway, slid it back in, reinstalled everything. Don't over tighten your shit. Get those 10mm bolts on there nice and snug one time, and a little more, just a little tiny bit more. Just get it snug to where your fingers are, you know, take your ratchet, get it on there, up snug, and with your fingers just like a little bit, and do that to all of them. Don't over tighten them. Put your clips back in. I hope you know how to put them back in. You put them in, push them in. Okay, you gotta take the inner clip out, not out, but you need to slide it out. You need to put the clip in and push the inner piece in, so it opens up on the other side like a rose. Anyway, got our engine bay here. Going to take yourself a funnel. Gonna put your funnel into where you're gonna put your oil, and again, oil of choice, red line. Cause I do racing oil, bro. You know what I'm saying? For that extra protection and the performance. If I, in case, want to go ape shit crazy, I don't gotta worry about overheating my oil and everything. Man, let me change the angle of this bitch right here. Good. So let's pour this motherfucker in. And put it in the garbage. Protective sealants, man. This being a bitch. Now it's pissing me off. You know, I have no idea how to fast forward this stuff. Like video edit and Fast forward. I don't know how to do that. Well, it's not that I don't know. I don't think my this is really weird. This thing is supposed to come up, like, so you could peel it off, and it's literally, it's not even coming up. Red line, man, what the fuck? Why are you making my life difficult, man? Ah, yeah. See? This is how it should be. But getting that weird ass piece off is like impossible. It was good for the first one, but so anyway, like I was saying, can't fast forward this. So you all gonna have to hang out with me. Let's go put another one in. And in the garbage. So we're at 3. Let's start on number 4. Let's see if we could get this thing off of here. No. Same fucking problem. Barely. Barely got it off of there. If this is boring, man, I'm sorry. And we're on our 6th one. Now, there's no indicator on here where how much of it... Yeah, there's no indicator on here of how much quart you have. So, we're going to do this very carefully. Ooh, and why are we going to do this very carefully? On any boosted engine, you never, ever want to overfill the oil. You know what? We're going to put this right here and follow what I do. Here's the dipstick. See that yellow thing right there? Little hoop. See a hoop? I'm going to pull the dipstick out with a rag. You are going to clean it. And I'm going to show you what I mean now. See those two holes? Low and high? On any boosted engine, you always want to be directly in the middle of those two. Never overfill it to the point of high. Boosted motors have a ton of pressure. You never want to fill it to high because that's just way too much oil for a boosted motor. So, you are always going to be in the middle of these two. And if you can't get it to the middle of these two, well, no, you should. Fuck that. You got to be careful and you got to get it to the middle of these two. And I'm going to show you how I do it, which is just very carefully. So we're going to put our dipstick. Clean it up. And we're just carefully going to place it on the car. It's nice and clean. No oil's dripping off of it. So no oil's going to get on your shit. So I'm going to go off a weight and put half of this thing I'm going to put half of this quart. This is already the 6th one. So we want 5 and 5 something towards the towards the almost 6 quarts. 5.8 or fucking whatever it is. I don't care. But I'm going to go off a weight and I'm going to put half of this bitch in there right now. Yeah, that's a little more than half. So what we're going to do now is you know what? Let me check if we can we could turn the car on with the oil fill cap off. Yes, we can. So, you got your dipstick out, you got your oil cap off. We're still putting the oil in. Now, you're going to go sit in your car. You're going to start your GTR up, and you're going to let it run for about 15-20 seconds. No revving, no nothing. Just let it start, let it run for about 20 seconds, and shut it off. I'm going to do that right now. So we started it up, let it run for 20 seconds, and now we are going to check the oil. Why did we start it up and run for 20 seconds? Well, we circulated the full system, the full oil system, and we got all the air out of it. The filter is now completely full of oil, and there's no more air pockets of any kind. So now we're going to check. You're going to, by the way, put it in like this. Not the other way, but this. So I'm going to put the dipstick in. We're going to check the oil. Got the dipstick in there. And we're a little bit over middle. So that's where, you know what? Let's check again, because I'm pretty sure we're at the middle mark. Yep, we're at the middle mark. All right, so I guess I eyeballed it pretty good. Got it perfect in the middle. What I would recommend you do is slowly pour in your 1/6 quart. Yeah, I got a good fucking bit of that shit. I got a good bit in there. You know what I mean? Not half, but maybe like 5 3/4. There's like 1/4 a quart in there. It's pretty. You know, I would have to say like this would be middle. I'd say I got like, yeah, I'd say I got about that much left in there. So, yeah, it's about that much left in there. So don't overfill it. If you got an indicator, halfway, start the car up, check. If it's a little low, little bit. Dipstick in, out, check. Still need a little more. Again, little bit. Dipstick in, out. Make sure to clean it every time. Cleaning your dipstick every time. In, out, up, halfway, cool, done. And if you don't have one like this, pour in about half a bottle, or like, you know, pour it in, let it go, and then like make sure there's good weight to it. And then you're gonna have to do exactly what I just told you if you don't have an indicator on the bottle. So now, job's pretty simple. Got your dipstick back in, dipstick's in. I'm going to take your funnel out nice and carefully, not to drip any oil on your engine bay. Going to take your oil cap, screw it back on. Tightly. And that concludes do-it-yourself oil change, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's a heavy fucking hood. But it is what it is. So we're going to take our used portion of oil, close it up, and that's going to be our next bottle that we start off with, pouring it inside the oil filter. So that's it. We're all done. Recap. I don't think I need to recap anything. I've explained everything pretty damn perfectly. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. I know I did. My first GTR oil change done and completed. Documented for you guys. Got it all done for you. So yeah, watch this video. Learn yourself. Remember all the steps. And try to do it yourself. Don't go back to the video for hints. Unless you really need to. You know? The best way is to learn everything that I've just showed you. I've showed it to you fucking step by step what you got to do. And now it's your turn to do it. Again, be very careful. Don't over tighten anything. Remember where everything goes, where you took it out from, how you took it out. And reinstalling it should be all in your head. Okay? Don't be a blind dumbass just going fucking back and forth from, oh, what's he doing next? Oh, okay. Oh, what's he doing next? No. Remember what you're doing. You know, you don't have to watch this video every time you go fucking do an oil change. Unless you really have to, just for like a reference. And again, people, frequent oil changes are the best oil changes. I will change my oil every 2,000 miles. And I do use performance racing oil, which doesn't even need to be changed every 2,000 miles. It's good for like, does it even say? No. But that oil is good for a while. So, every 2,000 miles I change my oil. You should do the same if you want to make your engine run, you know, perfectly and with no damage. If you want the best oil on the market, currently it's this one, Redline. Redline makes the best oil on the market. Has the most protective and lubricating properties inside the oil. And it's a racing oil, so it's resistant to high temperature. So you could go ape shit crazy on the road. Okay? Now that you got your engine oil done, enjoy your day. Take your GTR out. Spool that motherfucker up. Drive that bitch hard and have a great fucking day. Peace.